Makeovers. Hey, Hayley, how are you, girl? Hello from Australia. All right, hello, guys. I'm Hayley. I'll be guiding you through a Vinyasa class, an hour-long class. This is Kobe. He'll probably be making a couple appearances throughout the class. But we're going to get started in child's pose right now. So you find knees wide or knees together, big toes touch. Feel free to add any props underneath your tush, in between your heels if you want that, for some more support. And then fingertips stretch out in front of you. And we're beginning to feel this connection with your mat. And feeling the earth beneath you, beginning to ground yourself down. How do your hands, how do your feet feel? How do your shins feel on the mat? Maybe you want to rock the forehead side to side here. Beginning to find your foundation. Notice any sensations that begin to unfold. And beginning a smooth, rhythmic breath in and out of your nose. And creating an equal length between the inhales and exhales. You might want to shift the hips side to side here, starting to bring some movement into the lower body. Wiggling into the hips, releasing any tension there. And we're going to lift the hips just a couple inches off the heels to tuck the toes. And then sitting back onto the heels. So beginning to increase the flexibility in the feet here. Noticing what comes up in the body when the toes are tucked. It's a pretty intense stretch. We don't spend a ton of time with our toes like this. So of course, if there's any pain or pinching, backing out of this pose, but just trying to sink into the heels, into the toes, letting the heart melt deeper onto your mat, coming back to finding that equal length of the breath in and breath out. Noticing what shifts in the mind during this intensity. And how can that translate off of your mat in moments of uncomfortableness, stress, severity? And start to walk the fingertips over to the right side. Keep the toes tucked. Come into a side body stretch. You might want to shift the gaze underneath your right armpit. Your hands travel through center over to the opposite side. Your gaze can shift underneath the left armpit. And then come back to center. Come up to seated on your heels, keeping the toes tucked. You might have to adjust your pinky toes. They might want to tuck under a little bit. And just sitting here for 5 deep rounds of breath in and out. We're almost done. We'll reverse this and stretch the top of the feet next. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more breaths in through the nose. Exhale settles you a bit deeper. 1 more breath in. Soft exhale out. And set the palms down, release onto the tops of the feet. You might want to hit the feet on the mat just to release. And then sitting onto the heels if it's okay. If there's any tension in the knees, you can bring a blanket between the tush and the calves again. And then we're going to bring the hands around the shin of the right leg. And then here. And then releasing the knee back down, switching sides. Hands interlace around the left shin. And then hug the knee into your chest, stretching out the top of your foot. And then release the hands to frame the knees. Press into the fingertips, so you're tenting your fingertips. And then lift onto both feet, both tops of the feet. If this is too much, you don't have to go super intense. You might just want to hover the knees maybe an inch. If you want more, you can roll onto the toes. Super intense stretch here, so if you feel any pain backing out, of course. And then lower the knees back down. Walk the hands out in front of you. Start to melt the heart down. So your hips will be in line with your knees in one line here. Melt the heart down. So we're getting into the back. And you can rest your forehead. You can rest your chin, whatever feels best on the neck. So coming into a little bit more dynamic movement. We're coming into some spinal movement, thinking about our cat and cow like back. So think of this as our cow pose. So our heart is melting towards the ground. Then we're going to walk the hands in just a little bit, lift up halfway, and then tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, round the spine, come to your cat like back. And then walk the hands a little bit further, melt the heart down, getting into the back. And then wiggle the hands back in, lift up a little bit, round the back, tuck your tailbone in, tuck your chin. And moving into your puppy pose, melt the heart. Walk the hands back in, cat-like spine. One more time just like this. Walk the fingertips out, heart pours to the earth. And then walk the hands, palm print back in, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders, come to your tabletop. Moving into a couple cats and cows here just to flush out the spine. So on your inhale, gaze shifts up, belly sinks, tailbone lifts, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin, Round your spine, tuck your tail cat. Inhale, heart shines forward, cow pose, soften the belly. Exhale, round the spine, press into your hands, press the earth away. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Walk the hands just a palm print in front of where they are. Tuck the toes, lift the knees to hover here. So press into your fingertips. We're going to be working on quite a bit of core strength today. So now I'm starting to work into a little bit more dynamic movement, getting into the flow of things. Holding here for 3 more rounds of breath. Keep the gaze right in between the thumbs. Core is engaged. Keep puffing up through the back of your chest, so through the shoulder blades. Inhale here. Open mouth side out. Hug the right knee into the right tricep. This is super intense. Maybe keep the left knee hovering here. Keep hugging the right knee into the right tricep. And then lengthen the left leg. 3-legged dog. Press the right heel to the sky. Bend the knee, open your hip. Taking some movement here. Circles of the right knee. Maybe bend and straighten the leg. And then inhale, 3-legged dog, squaring off your hips. Hug the knee to your nose. Come onto the toes of the left foot. Finding space. And then touch the toes between the hands. Left knee lowers, untuck the toes. Inhale, fingertips rise. Come to your low lunge. And we'll take an open twist to the right side. Right fingertips forward. Right fingertips back. Left fingertips forward. And then take the left hand on the outside of the right knee. Take some circles with the right hand. So we're gonna inhale, lift the arm overhead. And then exhale to twist deeper into our twist. Inhale, right fingertips reach to the sky. And then exhale, twist. So working on some general mobility of the shoulder and of the side body. Exhale to twist. One more time, inhale, fingertips rise. Exhale, twist. Walk the hands to the inside of the right foot. Tuck the back toes. Travel the hands to the back of your mat. Left knee bends. Right toes peel off the earth. Hips sink to the left heel, Skandasana. And hands can travel to the heart. Your hips don't have to be super low here. Just wherever you're at, make sure the knee and the toes are pointing in the same direction. Walk the hands back through center. Plant the hands. Step back, high plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward to your toes. Exhale, lowers you halfway to the belly, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Let the knees lower just to hover a couple inches. So you're in your hovering downward facing dog. Holding here for 3 rounds of breath before going to the other side. Full breath in. Open mouth side out. One more breath in through the nose. Exhale. Left knee hugs to the left tricep. Keep the right knee hovering here. Holding here for 1 more round of breath. And then lengthen the right leg. Lift the left leg. Bend the knee, open your hip. Offering any movement to the body here. And then inhale to square off the hips, 3-legged up. Exhale, hug the knee into your chest. Come onto the toes of the right foot. And then step the foot between the hands. Right knee lowers, untuck the toes. Inhale, low lunge on Vinyasa, fingertips rise. And take an open twist to the left, right fingertips forward. And then right hand finds the outside of the left knee. Left fingertips reach to the top of the room and then opens you deeper into a twist. Inhale, fingertips rise. Exhale, twist. Twice more, inhale, rise. Exhale to twist. Inhale, rise. One more time, twist, deepest as you can. And then fingertips walk to the inside of the left foot. Tuck the back toes. Travel to the back of your mat. So hips come to meet the right heel. Left toes peel off the earth. Transverse lunge, Skandasana. Hands can be on the earth or at the heart. And stay broad through the chest. Reaching up through the crown of the head. Hands travel back to frame the front foot. Step back, high plank. Inhale, shifts you forward. Exhale, lowers you halfway to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 rounds of breath here. One more full round of breath in. Full round of breath out. Inhale to the toes, bend the knees. And exhale, step or hop your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, hands grab opposite triceps. Feet can wiggle out a little bit further than hips width. Upper body hangs heavy here, ragdoll. Moving, bring a generous bend to the knees. Maybe let your torso lay on top of the thighs. Open and close the mouth. Maybe bounce the upper body. And then inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan neck, circle the arms overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart. Closing the eyes just for a moment. And feeling your mat beneath you. Wiggle your toes, shift the weight back and forth. Feeling all 4 corners of the feet. And feel the thumb knuckles press onto your beating heart. Beginning to build some more heat here. Inhale, sweep the fingertips overhead. And then exhale, heart pours forward, dripping over the legs. Inhale to your halfway lift. And then exhale, step the left toes back, right foot stays where it is. Inhale to your low lunge, circle the fingertips overhead. And then we're going to come into some side body stretches. So right hand can find outside of the right hip on the earth, or if you have a block, that would be awesome. Or if you have some books, just something to add some more height. If your fingertips can't reach the ground, left fingertips reach overhead. And then start to open the elbow, open the heart to the sky, starting to get into the belly. And then switching sides, left fingertips place about a foot in line with the knee. on the left side, and then right fingertips would reach overhead to the left side. And then spin the shoulder open, heart pours open to the sky. And then frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, standing splits at the top of the mat. Draw the knee to your nose. And then touch the foot behind the right foot, so crossing at the ankles, right foot is on top. We'll start to walk the fingertips over to the corner of the mat on the right side. Coming into a side body stretch again on the left side. You might feel this a little bit more intensely in your hamstrings. Crawl the fingertips back through center. Fingertips sweep overhead. Right hand grabs for left wrist. Side body stretch to the right. Inhale through center. Opposite hand grabs for the right wrist. Side body stretch to the left. Inhale through center. Swan dive the heart forward. Left foot steps back. Inhale to your crescent lunge. So all 10 toes point to the front of the room. Draw the right shin in front or in line with the right ankle. Inhale, find length through the body. Exhale, settles you a bit deeper. Start to open the arms off to the side, shine the heart up. Start to lengthen the right leg. And then hover the torso about 45 degrees. So not quite halfway yet. Front leg is long. Engaging the core here. And then torso lowers about halfway. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together, setting a focal point. And then taking a fold over the front leg, modified pyramid. Hands can place on blocks or surround the front leg. Take a bend to the right knee. Set the back knee down. Left hand down. Right arm opens you up, coming into a twist. And then right toes might wiggle out to the right side. Coming into a deeper hip opener. You might want to press the right knee open with the right hand. And then wiggle the foot back in. Plant the hands to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes. Three-legged plank if you can. We're going to lower through chaturanga. And then press yourself up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open your hip. And then touch the toes behind the left leg. Open yourself up into your wild thing if it's a part of your practice. And then right fingertips plant on the earth. Roll forward, high plank. You've got a chaturanga if you want it. We're going to be in our downward facing dog. Full breath in. Open mouth side out. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze shifts up. Exhale, step or hop your way to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, right toes touch back. This time we're going to lift into our crescent lunge. All 10 toes forward. Left shin in line with the left ankle. And then open the heart, arms reach out to the side. And then lengthen the left leg. Shift the torso forward about 45 degrees. And then about halfway, using the core to keep you stable. And then fold over the front leg. Come into your modified pyramid pose. Taking one more round of breath here. Bend to the front knee. Right hand down, left fingertips open you up, coming into a twist. And then if you want to, you can wiggle the left foot to the left side of the mat. Maybe press the left hand into the left knee. And then walk the hands back in. Step back to a high plank. Maybe keep the left heel lifted. We're going to lower down just to our low plank. Press yourself back up. Three-legged dog. Left heel lifted. Bend the knee, open your hip. Open yourself up into your wild thing. It's a part of your practice. Hips lift, heart opens. One more round of breath here. Left hand plants. Roll forward, high plank. You've got a chaturanga if you want it. We're going to meet in our downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, lift the toe or lift the heels, bend the knees. Step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward right away. Left foot stays, right toe step back. Right knee lowers. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Take a side bend, stretch to the left side. If you want to place the left hand on a block, feel free to do so. And then open the elbow, roll the shoulder down the back, opening up through the heart a little bit more. And then reach the fingertips back through center. Right fingertips down. Elbow opens the chest, broadens through the collarbones. And then inhale back through center. Plant the hands. Lift the back knee, tuck the toes. Standing splits just for a round of breath. Hug the right knee into the chest. And then cross the right ankle behind the left foot. And then start to walk the fingertips over to the corner, the left corner of your mat. Let the head hang heavy. Side body stretch on the right side. Fingertips travel back through center. Circle the arms overhead. Left hand grabs your right wrist. Side body stretch to the left. Inhale through center. Side body stretch right. Switching the grip. Inhale through center. Swan dive the heart forward fold. Uncross the feet. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or hop your way through your chaturanga. We want to head straight to your downward facing dog. Next round of breath, right heel rises. Lift to the toes of the left foot. Hug the right knee to the left tricep. Lower down to the wrist. Back up to the tricep. Down to the wrist. Sliding down the forearm. Inhale back to the tricep. One more time down to the wrist. Inhale back up to the tricep. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open your hip. If you want to take another wild thing, feel free to go there. Releasing the core, releasing the front body. Plant through the right hand. As slow as you can, step the right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale to your crescent warrior. Fingertips rise. And then arms reach out to the side. Heart lifts up. Start to lengthen the right leg. Torso shifts at a 45-degree. Using the strength of the legs and the core. Then lowers you halfway. Back heel stays lifted, modified pyramid. Let the hands rest to frame the right leg. Right knee bends once again. Inhale, high lunge, fingertips rise. Shift the weight to the right foot. Step the left foot to meet the right. Chair pose. Inhale to elongate. Exhale to settle. We're going to start to lift the heels in our chair pose. And settle deeper into your chair. So sink the hips a little bit deeper. Your legs might start to quiver. So using this strength, we stretched out our toes at the beginning of the class for this moment. Inhale here. Exhale, hold. Strong inhale to lengthen the legs. Keep the heels lifted. Arms reach out to the side. Pour the heart forward. Landing halfway. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Squeeze the ankles together. Gaze slightly forward, keeping your belly in to protect your spine. Let your heels lower, heart melts forward, fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to plant your hands, step or hop your way, or heading straight to your downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a cleansing breath out. Lift your left heel. Draw your knee to your left tricep. And then gliding the knee down the arm to the wrist. Inhale back up to the tricep, to the wrist. Using the strength of your core, inhale tricep, wrist, tricep, wrist, tricep. Three-legged dog, bend the knee, open your hip. You've got a wild thing if you want it. Using the strength of the core, left knee hugs to your heart. And as slow as you can, like honey, step the foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, crescent warrior. Lengthen the front leg, arms reach out to the side. And then torso shifts 45 degrees forward. And then halfway. And then modified pyramid pose. Right heel stays lifted. Bend the left knee. Crescent warrior. Arms lift overhead, biceps next to your ears. Weight shifts to the left foot. Step the right foot forward, sink into the hips, chair pose. Inhale to elongate through the spine, through the fingertips. Exhale to settle into your chair. Begin to lift the heels. Shift the weight to the toes. Sink a little bit deeper into your chair. Holding here for one more inhale. Exhale. Lengthen the legs. Keep the heels lifted. Come up to standing. Arms out to the side. Start to melt the heart forward, landing halfway. Stay strong through the legs. Keep the heels lifted. Coming back to your breath. Keep the gaze just a little bit in front of your toes. Core is engaged. Let the heels lower. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop your way, heading to our downward facing dog, however you get there. Full breath in. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, exhale. Inhale through the nose. Lion's breath, stick out the tongue, release. One more time, inhale. Lion's breath, let the tongue go. Inhale. Lift the right heel to the sky, shift forward onto the left toes. Right knee hugs into the tricep. Lower down to the wrist. Inhale, back up to the tricep. Wrist, tricep, wrist, tricep, wrist, tricep. And then swing the knee over to the left. Shoot the leg off to the left. So leg is long. Spin to the inside edge of the left foot. Open yourself up, fallen triangle. Set the left hand down. Using the strength of your inner thigh. Lift the right leg back up. Open the hips. Wild thing is there for you. And then step the right foot to the top of the mat as slow as you can. Inhale lifts you back up to your high lunge. Lengthen the right leg. Arms are open to the side. Heart slowly mounts forward as slow as you can. You're landing in your modified pyramid pose. You can come into traditional pyramid where your back heel lowered. You might want to hop in the foot a little bit. Your choice. Holding here for one more round of breath. Left hand stays down, right leg long. Lift your right fingertips to the sky, come into a twist. Circle the right fingertips to the back of the room, towards the earth. Bend the right knee, let the left fingertips meet them. Lift yourself up, crescent warrior. Step forward, chair pose. Lift to the toes, sink the hips. Lengthen the legs, coming onto our toes still. Diver's pose, reach the heart forward. This time you can melt the heart a little bit deeper than halfway. Stay long through the back of the legs. Keep the heart open. We're gonna lower the right heel this time. Left leg swings back, coming into, what is this called? I can't think. Airplane pose. So fingertips are reaching to the back of the room, palms face down. Heart is a little bit more lifted versus warrior three pose. One more round of breath here. We're gonna land the left foot behind the right foot, crossing at the ankles. Fingertips rise overhead. Right hand grabs for left wrist. Side bend to the right side. Coming through center. Left hand grabs for right wrist. Inhale back through center. Heart pours forward. Come to your fold. Halfway lift. Uncross the feet. Exhale, step or hop your way lower through your chaturanga. Left heel rises. Lift to the right toes. Lift the right heel higher. Left knee hugs to the left tricep. Lower down to the left wrist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. One more time, lower. Lift. Shift the knee to the right tricep. Kick the foot through. Spin to the inside of the right foot. Open the hips. Right hand reaches to the front of the room. Fallen triangle. Plant the right hand. Lift the left leg back up. Bend the knee, open the hips. You've got a wild thing if you want it. And then hug the knee into your chest. Step the foot forward. Crescent warrior. Open the heart, hands out to the side, lengthen the front leg as slow as you can. Melt the heart forward, come to your modified pyramid. If you want to take modified pyramid, you can stay here. If you want to hop the back foot in a little bit, landing the right heel, back foot at 45 degrees, feel free to do so. One more round of breath here in your pyramid. We'll keep the right hand where it is. Left fingertips open you up to a twist. Left leg stays as long as you can. And then reach the left fingertips to the back of the room, circling towards the earth. To the front of the room at the same time, left knee bends, right fingertips meet the left. Inhale up to your high lunge. And then step the right foot forward, chair pose. Lift to your toes, heels lift. Sink the hips, settling here on your exhale. One more round of breath here, using the strength of the legs to lift you up on your inhale, lengthening the legs. And then arms out to the side, start to melt the heart forward, coming into your airplane pose. Stay lifted through the chest. Sorry, to your diver's pose. I think I said airplane. That's coming next. We're gonna lower the left heel. Right foot swings back, coming into our airplane pose. So keep hugging the triceps together, palms face down. Holding here for one more round of breath. And then fingertips reach the earth, standing splits just for a beat. And then right foot steps behind the left at the top of the mat. Circle the arms overhead. Left hand grabs her right wrist. Take a side body stretch to the left. Inhale through center. Side body stretch to the right. Coming back through center. Melt the heart forward, come to your fold. Uncross the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step or hop your way through your chaturanga. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Taking 3 rounds of breath here just to collect yourself. And settling into your dog. We'll shift the heels over to the right side. And then we'll bend the right knee. Gaze can shift underneath the left shoulder. Coming into another side body opener. And then coming through center. Hover the knees off of the earth. Coming into your hovering downward facing dog. We're gonna hug the right knee back to the tricep. Left knee still hovers. And we're gonna swing the knee over to the left side. And then back to the right. Over to the left. Back to the right. Inhale, lengthen the left leg, press the right heel. One more wild thing, if you have it, no worries. Opening the heart. And then plant the right hand. Right knee hugs to the right wrist. Set the shin down. Left leg lowers. Untuck the toes. Keep your left hip in line with the back heel. You can take a look back at the leg, making sure it's in a long line. We're coming into our half pigeon pose. So if you want to, you can place a cushion underneath the right cheek. And stay lifted through the right hip. And by internally rotating the left thigh, that'll lower the left hip. So that'll keep the sacrum squared. You can stay here on fingertips, or if you want to, you can start to walk the fingertips to the front of the mat. And coming back onto our fingers, we'll shift the weight to our right hip. Swing the left leg around, so left foot lands on the outside of the right thigh. And fingertips rise overhead. We're going to take a twist to the left side, so right arm can catch the left thigh, left hand behind the hips. And then untwist, come into a counter pose. So walk the fingertips over to the right hip area and then bow the heart down. Releasing this twist. And then walk the hands out in front. However you get there, make your way back to your downward facing dog. You can walk out the dog. Just releasing one side from the other. And we'll shift forward, knees hover, coming into your hovering dog. And then left knee hugs to the left tricep, keep the right knee lifted. And then swing the knee over to the right, to the left, right, left, right, left. Three-legged dog, bend the knee, open your hip. One more opportunity for a wild thing, if you have it. And then touch the left hand down. Left knee hugs to the left arm and then down to the wrist. Let your shin rest on the earth. Back knee lowers, untuck the toes. Take a look back at the left or the right leg. Make sure your leg is in one line. Keeping the hip in line with the heel. And then lift up through the left hip. And try lowering through the right to stay equal in the hip points and the sacrum. Stay on fingertips, or if you want to start to walk, the hands forward, melting the heart down. And walk the hands back in. Shift the weight to the left hip. Swing the right foot around. Cross the foot over the left thigh. Inhale, fingertips rise. Twist to the right side. Left tricep catches the right thigh. Right hand behind the hips. Gaze can shift over the right shoulder. And then take a counter twist. Let the hands fall to the outside of the left hip, bend at the elbows, tuck the head down, bow forward. And then lifting back up. This time we'll kick the feet out in front of us. We're gonna come into just a couple more crunches, just to fire up the belly just a little bit more before we rest all the way back down onto our backs. So we'll take a full body stretch, so just lowering down onto your back as slowly as you can. Let your fingertips and toes reach in opposite directions. On our next exhale, we're gonna crunch up into a ball, and then we're gonna inhale and lengthen. So keep the heels and hands lifted off the earth, and exhale a crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Elongate on your inhale. Exhale to this little ball. 4 more here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale, long. Exhale, curl into this ball. Set the feet down, let the hands come behind the knees. Inhale to puff up the chest, roll the shoulder blades on the back, knees can shift up, release the belly. And then round through the spine, tuck the chin. And then as slow as you can, start to slowly lower down onto your back. Release the hands whenever you want. Crown of the head last to rise, or last to fall. And we'll hug the knees into our chest. And take a couple of rocks side to side. Let the knees fall to the armpits. Coming into your happy baby pose, whatever that looks like for you. If it's hands behind knees, or ankles, or outside edges of the feet. Keep reaching the hip points to, or the hips to the front of the room to release the low back. So finding this length on the spine. Trying to keep the shoulder blades rooted. So if that means adjusting your grip, feel free to do so to benefit the most from this pose, keeping the back completely rooted down. You can rock side to side. Start to close the eyes here, turning inwards. Letting this movement happen intuitively. And let the arms fall out to a T. Knees fall to the left side. Left hand can rest on top of the right knee. Right arm will take a cactus shape or a goalpost shape. This allows the right shoulder to stay rooted on the mat. Think about pressing the right hip to the front of the room. Finding this length from your right shoulder all the way down to the right hip point. One more opportunity for side body opening. Hug the knees back into your chest. Let the knees fall to the right side. Lift the hips a little off to the left to keep the hip point in line with the spine. Right hand can rest on top of left knee. Left arm will goalpost to keep the shoulder blade rooted. Press the left hip point to the front of the room. Find this length from the left shoulder, past the side body, all the way down to the hip. And low back. Knees hug back to your chest. Taking a couple rocks side to side. Any last movements or wiggles? And then let the arms rest, palms face up alongside body. And then slowly start to lengthen the legs, taking up space on your mat. And coming to your final resting pose. And take a couple moments here to adjust and starting to settle down onto your mat. Like you are getting ready to settle into your bed at night. Take your deepest inhale of your day, of your week. Take an extra sip of air at the very top. Pausing. Your deepest exhale of your day, of your week. I'll be here to guide you out of your practice in the next couple of moments. So enjoying this time that you've carved out for yourself to be the observer behind your thoughts and having absolutely nowhere to be but here. Shavasana. Bring a breath in through the nose. Soft exhale to sigh it out. Finding this natural rhythm of your breath here. When you're ready, gently hugging the knees into your chest. And rolling over onto one side of your mat. Press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Keeping the eyes soft or gaze just right in front of you. The fingertips reach overhead, taking a deep inhale. And then exhale, hands to heart, settling yourself in here. And bowing the head slightly. Thumb knuckles come to your third eye. Thank you so much for joining me tonight or today, whenever you are practicing. The light and love within me. Honors and bows to the light and love within you. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Just a couple of things. If you want to check out schedule that's online, that is currently updated. There's always activities every single day, yoga, strength training, workouts that we are putting on daily. If you have any questions, feel free to check out Venture Out's Facebook, Instagram, all of that jazz. And if you have any comments, any questions, feel free to reach out to me over Instagram. My handle is @Hayls, HAYLS_shorty, SHORTY. Almost forgot how to spell it. But thank you for joining. We will see you soon. If you want to stay after, I'm teaching another class at 7. Thank you.